What is up? What is up, everybody? It's Mark the Mike. It's another the Shell Shock podcast by Red Cycling Inc. I'm Mark the Mike. I'm joined by Tenacious T.
I'm here. I'm in the building.
And we are back with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles season review. Right now, we are up to TMNT 2012, and we are up to season 3. Um,
Yeah.
so far, we've been enjoying the first two seasons, so we'll get more
And
into that.
so have Jake and Bella, who decided to chime in right at the beginning of the cast.
Yay.
They enjoyed the turtles as well.
Yeah. Before that, we usually like to talk about like things that are going on, and maybe in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle worlds or anything like that. But there's one really sad news that happened, and it is the last Ronin movie that was supposed to happen. It got canceled.
Yeah, I honestly, they've been talking about not doing it for a little while now, so it's like I'm really not surprised that it's not happening. But it would have been dope. It would have been cool.
I think honestly, you could take that and make a really good anime with that.
Aren't they making a game though? Or is the game still happening?
I don't know, and that's something I really am interested in. I'm hoping maybe Game Awards next week we get more answers and maybe actually a preview because all we got was like a teaser trailer of it.
Yeah.
It's THQ Nordica that's doing the game, and they have canceled a lot of stuff, and then they also like doing so. I don't know where it lies. I haven't heard anything new about it. The only thing I heard is the people that did Shredder's Revenge is looking to do a sequel. So that's the only like positive part of some game that's coming with the Turtles. And then also their roguelike games are actually doing pretty good on the Xbox and PS5 market. So, um, other than that, they haven't had any news of the last Ronin.
I mean, the
Um,
the only last Ronin stuff that I know is the NECA toy line that's
yeah,
out because I was just at Target, and they got the Ghost Turtles
yeah,
out
yeah,
in like a pack. Looked pretty cool. Had a holographic top front to it.
yeah,
Then they also have like a bunch of characters out now from the last Ronin, the Lost Years Part Two.
yeah. The new
With
Turtles.
I never actually read the second one, so
It's all
I
right.
don't know who they are or anything, but I also saw I think the new the new regular turtle line that's out. I think I saw Raphael. He was at Target, but the box was all messed up, so
Yeah,
I never sent you a picture. But yeah,
yeah.
so the turtles toys will forever be on the shelves. So they ain't
Man,
going anywhere.
Turtles like between them and Masters in the Universe, though, they like the biggest whores in the toy market. They will collaborate anybody. You name
I
it,
just
they probably have a collaboration with it now.
I just don't. I mean, I just don't know. I don't think the following of Masters of the Universe is that crazy, but I could be
You'd be
wrong. You know.
surprised. You'd be surprised, and then a lot of the collaborations sell really well. Their figure line
Well,
sells really well.
trust me. I've seen the hybrid figures that they make with other things, and they're cool. Don't get me wrong, but I just like. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know too many people who watch Masters of the Universe, or who has, but like aren't hardcore Masters of the Universe fan,
So
like toy.
I will
You know.
say most masters, like big fans of Master Universe, may be slightly older than us, because their masters I think started like early
Yeah, like
80s and stuff like
83.
that. And I think the toy line is more popular than the cartoon. The cartoon was the cartoon has a fan base, but it was the toy line that has like it's kind of like the GI Joe toy line. The GI Joe toy line is probably more popular than the actual cartoon.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
and
I don't ever remember watching the cartoon growing up, but I remember the toys like it
and
was yesterday.
I think the big thing with the He-Man figures also, like if you're a wrestling fan and stuff like that, you gravitated towards them because they look like the old school bootleg wrestling figures, because they were like all big muscle bound dudes and stuff like that, and like the comic lore of the comic of the action figures, they used to come with comic books, and they actually had a whole comic book world with the comics that came up with the action figures. Masters of the Universe is a bigger franchise on the toy line side of the things. So basically, they do a lot of team ups. They have like a Transformer He Man. They have a Ninja Turtles He Man. They just finished their collab. Um, So they're getting a lot of like these collaborations as well, because Turtles has one with them as well. Thundercats had one with them as well. Transformers one is really weird, but it actually looks kind of cool. Um, but also Turtles, they also team up everybody. They have the Godzilla Turtles, which look
Yeah,
fucking awesome. They
the Power
have
Rangers,
yeah,
Batman.
Power Rangers, Batman. They have they name it right now. They probably have teamed up with it. The only one that I feel like they have not teamed up with, and it's just written. It just writes its own story. Spider Man. The Turtles has
Um,
never teamed up with Spider Man.
you sure?
I'm positive. I will have every single one of those. It's
I
two of my
believe you.
favorite franchises because I'm a big Spider-Man fan. So it's like Spider-Man is. I'm surprised that we never had a collaboration of Ninja Turtles and Spider-Man.
I'm surprised as well.
Cause,
But
cause
you know what I mean. Spider-Man is another hoe of the toy universe.
yeah,
So you know what I mean. He's hoed out every chance he gets.
yeah.
So
But
um,
that's like a dream team up I would like to see is Spider-Man and Turtles. Cause we've seen
I mean that
Batman and
would be cool.
Spider. You've seen Batman with Turtles. You've seen them the Turtles team up with Power Rangers. You've seen Turtles team up with Stranger Things and Ghostbusters and Godzilla and like more and more stuff. They're collabing with the comics and stuff like that. But Spider-Man and the Turtles. That's something I would love to see. Godzilla
Yeah,
is another
that'd
one
be
that's a
cool.
horror.
I'd pay to see that.
Yeah. Godzilla is another one that's just teaming up with everything. They have a Marvel versus Godzilla now. They have DC versus Godzilla now. They have Godzilla's just fighting everybody. Like
Godzilla's on the war page, destroying
he's
cities.
everyone gonna get these hands.
It's Thanos versus Godzilla.
Yeah, a fucking symbiote. They had a venomized Godzilla. It looked insane. So
Venom. Oh, that would be dope.
yeah,
I've been seeing a lot of Venomized stuff out there. They're really milking that
that's another
industry.
character that's been like very. He's been successful, and it's really weird now. I think Mary Jane is Venom right now. Um, yeah,
Of
she
course,
is. She's kind of like she controls the suit inside. Like it doesn't. It looks like a dude. Like it looks like Venom. She made sure that it looks like what everyone knows Venom to look like, but now it actually looks like Spider-Man that has the red and blue and stuff, and it's just Venom's teeth and everything with the red and blue that she uses now. But it's Mary Jane. Mary Jane is Venom, and her husband is like the other character that's always with him and shit. That's not Spider-Man.
yeah, no, definitely not.
Anyway, Turtles season 3. This aired. Uh, when this aired? 2024. 2014. My bad. October 3rd,
Yeah, I was
2014.
gonna say where
Yeah,
2024 was last year, buddy.
yeah. So this is the aftermath of everything that happened in season 2, and it kicks off right off into that upstate house from AKA the Turtles' first movie. They
Yeah,
kind of
well,
have a whole arc there.
they have a lot of check our casts, but this season has a lot of like tie-ins to other universes of the Ninja Turtles and especially the first movie.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Set of
it's not
Wrath was Leo.
exactly the same, but it's kind of the same. You know what I mean? It's just like Raphael instead of Raphael in the tub, it's Leonardo that's messed up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And passed out.
And
So so
April's doing the art pictures and stuff like that, and explaining what happened within the second season, which was actually kind of cool.
yeah,
So we are in season 3. The first half of the season, they're kind of in that upstate New York thing, and they kind of went really horror infused with
yeah.
it.
They've had multiple episodes of not exactly character lookalikes, but you can tell who they're supposed to be
Yeah,
resembling.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like the first episode literally is fucking Jason Voorhees.
yes. So the first episode is Into the Woods. Uh,
Listen,
the team comes to gripes with the possibility that Leo won't get better, while things only get worsen when a new mutant captures Raph, which that was pretty much like Jason Voorhees.
yeah. We're just running through the episodes.
Yeah, we run through that and then
All right.
we talk about everything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. Episode two. Foot too big. turtles discover Bigfoot in the woods, and Donnie befriends it, insisting they protecting it from a hunter that is after it.
Yes. Episode 3 is Buried Secrets. The team discover Krang's ship buried under April's house, where they also find April's long lost mother. April reconnects with her mother, but she may be not all what she seems. Shout outs to the original April, 80s cartoon April. She was the voice of that of April's mother.
That's awesome. That
Also, it was kind of a weird episode. It was like I forgot the alien movie name.
it was kind of like
Not Close Encounters, but it
no,
was. I
it
can't think
it
of the
it,
name.
it it's with Donald Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland.
Um, damn, what is it? Because I was saying it too. It's like oh man. Well,
Is it
like
Invasion of Body Snatchers?
yeah, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. There
Okay,
you go.
yeah, I see that.
Yes,
I see
that,
that.
and then overall, when we get into later in the season with the worm controlling people's brains, that's Tommy Knockers.
Yeah,
That's Stephen King's Tommy Knockers, and a mixture of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, whatever
yes,
that is, with Donald Sutherland.
yeah,
That's kind of like the overall theme of the overall season is
yeah, yeah.
that. You know what I mean? But episode 4, The Croaking. An upset Mikey runs away from home and befriends a mutant frog in the woods, but he learns its family's plans to attack the human world. He has to work out a way to stop them.
That's pretty much
Napoleon
Napoleon
Dynamite.
Dynamite.
100%.
It was a great episode, and also the voice of Napoleon Dynamite. Was it James Hader? Oh no,
John Hader.
John Hader. Yeah, he's the voice of Napoleon Dino Frog. Um, that was a pretty fun episode.
It
Uh,
was. It was good. Christina really liked that episode too.
yeah. And Jackie also loves Napoleon Dynamite. She actually really enjoyed that episode. In Dreams, this was probably one of my standout ones because the Dream Beavers. But creatures that fed off dreams trap the turtles inside their own dreams. April and Casey must find a way to wake them up. Shout outs to Robert Englund and also the voice of the Crypt Keeper, also Roger Rabbit as well. They were the
Hmm.
voices of the Beavers
You
and
loved
the
that
and the
episode.
and the dude that worked in the store. I think that was the Crypt Keeper.
Every time you mentioned the show,
Yeah.
you always mentioned the Beaver episode.
Yes. That was
And
a fun
and they
episode.
ended up. It kind of reminded me of like the Monstars of how small they are
Mhm.
in reality, until they all took the powers
Yeah,
from
yeah, yeah,
everybody.
yeah, yeah.
Obviously not in this episode, but like just when you realize at the end how small they were,
Yeah.
and they were doing all this mass
Yeah.
crazy fucking shit,
Yeah, yeah,
and then like these little beavers. it was
yeah.
it was just cute. It was clever and a very visual
Yeah,
episode,
yeah,
might
yeah,
I add.
yeah. Very
So
Freddy Krueger-ish.
episode 6, Race with the Demon. Casey and Donnie bond over building Casey's new hot rod. But their newfound friendship is challenged by a speed demon, a hot rodding mutant who's terrorizing the roads. I
This
don't really
remind
know.
me of Christine and that one with the fucking demonic truck.
The one with the demon. Well, Christine, I know Christine. I don't know about the demonic truck. I don't know.
The Stephen
Maybe
King movie with the Green Goblin truck. Maximum.
a Maximum
Oh
Overdrive.
yeah, it reminded me a little bit of that.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah,
And,
Stephen King had a lot of influence in this show. So
and their Donnie car was insane looking.
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I was nodding off during this episode,
Yeah,
and I never went back to it. So
yeah.
like I don't remember it as much as I should. I apologize.
Eyes of Chimera. When Casey, Raffy, Mikey, and Donnie are captured by a new mutant, both April and Leo must overcome disability order to save him. This was a weird one. This one had like that deer freaking.
Yeah, like the deer from Harry Potter.
Yeah, yeah,
It was very weird actually, and it was the illusions, right? They had to
yes,
face their fears and stuff like that. So
yeah.
it's like it was a crazy episode. It definitely was, but. that deer was kind of bugged out.
Yeah.
Episode 8, Vision Quest. Leo takes turtles to train in the woods. In an advanced ninja ritual, the turtles must overcome that. So this is that episode right now.
Yeah.
The Vision Quest.
Yes.
My bad. Turtles must overcome their weakness and face their enemies to become a true ninja. Bum bum bum.
Yes. So this one pretty much gets them prepared to go back to New York. I did like the
Yeah,
stuff suits and stuff.
while Leo's hurting with his knee
Yeah.
and
One
all
one
that
thing I
all that
actually give
jazz.
credit to, because on this season we get the beginning of Seth Green talking to Leonardo, and they kind of explained during his fight and he got beat up, it fucked up his voice. It changed his voice.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really the biggest fan of Seth Green doing Leo's voice.
Nah.
I'm not. It there is a distinct difference between the two. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but I'm glad they actually
I
explained it.
noticed it. I just didn't know who it was until you told me, and then once you told me, I'm like, oh, come on, Seth Green. Like, I could have lived without Seth
Yeah.
Green being Leo. We could have had anybody.
Yeah.
You could have literally brought back. You could have brought Greg Brady from the Brady Bunch movie, who voiced fucking Peter Parker in the fucking.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he ain't doing nothing in 2012 that he could have fucking easily done the voice for him. You know what I mean?
Return to New York. When the Turtles return to the city to search for Splinter, they discover the city has been overrun by the Crane. It was a good episode, and
And
Splinter was fucking insane.
yeah, yeah. Well, he kind of went back to his animalistic
Yes.
ways. Got kind of took over his brain and stuff like that. But episode 10, Serpent Hunt, as the turtles search for Karai. This was a very Karai oriented season.
Yes, it was.
Um, as the turtles search for Karai, they have to deal with a city filled with Kerrang droids, as well as Zek and Starenko, who hunt Karai for their own means.
The Pig and the Rhino. Donnie finishes a new batch of mutagen and hopes to saving Karai. The Turtles are hunted by Shredder's new henchmen, Bebop and Rocksteady. I don't want to be a piggy.
Uh, I mean, Rocksteady, the guy who voices, he sounds like the guy who voiced Colossus in Deadpool.
um, I can tell you right
He
now.
sounded just like Colossus, bro.
Yeah.
He really did. Like I'm pretty sure that might be the same person because it was so eerily similar.
Fred Tatarassos. He has done a lot of voiceover stuff.
But it sounds just like him. So I don't
Yeah.
know. What'd you look at? You looking at Turtles?
IMDb.
Or?
Also, maybe he has because he has done a lot of voice acting stuff. Let's see. Fred Tarasco. He has talked Rocksteady. He has talked Hulk in Avengers, a cartoon. He has talked Hulk quite a few times.
I mean, it's not
Um,
really hard to do.
I'm trying to see what characters that you will know that he talked. I will
But you
know
said
these characters.
he did voice Rocksteady
Yeah, he was the voice of Rocksteady.
in this, so we got to see if he did Colossus.
I'm
'Cause if
going
you already know
back.
he's
The Marvel character he has talked is Hulk.
Hulk, that's it.
He has Hulk. He talked Hulk in the cartoon. He also talked Hulk in that Agent of Gamma. He also talks. He's in also Looney Tunes stuff. He talked Tasmanian Devil, Yosemite Sam.
Yo,
Um,
the new Hulk comic looks crazy. Inferno Hulk.
yeah, it does.
That
He
shit
has
looks nuts.
talked Rocksteady in games as well. He did not do the voice of Colossus.
It sucks because they sound so much similar. So
Yeah, I can see that though.
well, I just it was more of a hopeful thing, but
He
all right.
does talk Solomon Grundy in a lot of the DC cartoons.
That is a character that is never utilized. You know,
Yeah,
Solomon Grundy could beat Superman, right?
yeah, on a good
He
day.
he yeah he Solomon Grundy. There's like five different renditions of Solomon Grundy, and like the fifth and most powerful version of him can beat Superman.
he
Like
was
just they don't ever utilize him.
He was Rhino in the Miles Morales Spider-Man game.
Oh, that's cool. I've never played that. Oh, actually, I did play it. I just never finished it. But yeah. All right, on to the next.
Yes.
Episode 12, Battle for New York. While mighty mutinimals,
Munimals.
uh,
Yeah. Munimals.
mutinimals
Yeah, yeah. Right.
lay siege to seize TCRI, the turtles must brave the bizarre world of Dimension X to slave the enslaved people of New York. Save the enslaved people of New York. This is where Michelangelo shines the best.
Yeah.
Dimension X, he's like God over there.
Yes, he knows everything. Um, 13 Battle for New York Part 2. While the mighty Mutinimals lay siege for TCRI, the Turtles must brave the bizarre world of Dimension X to save and enslave people of New York. Again, Mikey kind of takes lead, and they get they really get out of what they were doing, and also stop the Krang.
Yeah, and with help with their friends too, because they brought back a couple of other people. But all
Slash,
right,
PD the Pigeon,
yeah.
that monkey guy,
Yo,
and
the pigeon is fucking. This would be so much better with bread.
PD the
I
pigeon.
was dying laughing.
Yeah.
He's like, this would be so. He's like, no matter what it was, they're fighting in the street. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So like, this would just be so much better if I had some bread.
Yes, he was a hungry dude. He just wanted bread.
He just, he's a pigeon who wants bread. I don't know why I find that so funny, but it's so funny.
Um,
Episode 14. Casey Jones versus the. It doesn't say the rest. Casey Jones thinks he can take on the criminal underworld on his own, but soon discovers that he is in over his.
and also we get the first appearance of Han, which was pretty much Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. The one who trained
Yeah.
Shredder and.
I'm looking for the voice of Pigeon Pete.
I love Pigeon Pete. I love Pigeon Pete. I love Ice Cream Kitty.
Ice Cream
I
Kitty.
love
I
both
love
of them.
Ice Cream Kitty.
I love Ice Cream Kitty. I
That is
really do.
talked by Kevin Eastman.
Oh, Pigeon Pete?
No, Ice Cream Kitty.
Ice Cream Kitty? Good for
Yeah.
him.
AJ Buckley is the voice of Pigeon Pete.
Good old Pigeon Pete. He's funny. He every time he's on screen, he does nothing.
Yeah.
He's the most. They even say it in the show. He's the most obsolete mutant out of all of
Yes.
them. So they use him as a decoy.
There you go. Found use of him.
Exactly. But he doesn't do nothing but eat bread. I'm like, yo, if I was a mutant, I'd probably be the same way.
Yes. Next episode is the Noxious Avenger. A new and unfamiliar mutant known as Muckman begins to gain notoriety as New York City's monster hero.
I'm
As
happy
you can
that they
say, a
brought
toxic
Muckman
Avenger.
into it, man.
Yes.
I'm happy that they brought Muckman in. So
Yes. It was a good episode.
yeah, no, it was fun. It shows that Muckman actually has more powers than he originally had in the cartoon from
Yes.
back in the day, which was what the '88 series Muckman.
Yes.
Um, yeah. So episode 16, Clash of the Mutant. It doesn't. It just cuts
Mutinimals.
off.
Mutinimals.
All right, Clash of the. With his mind control serum completed, Shredder kidnaps and tests his brain worms on the mighty Mutimals.
Bitches.
Yeah, so this is literally Tommy Knockers.
Yeah, yeah,
It
pretty
really is.
much. Yes.
This is the exactly how Tommy Knockers is. It's an alien. It's an alien worm that goes inside their brains and
Yes.
controls them, and it all leads to a hive.
Yes. All right. Meet
Which I've
Mondo.
actually read that book when I was a kid,
Yeah.
so
Cool.
it's a huge book. I should have never done it, but I did.
Episode 17, Meet Mondo Gecko. Michelangelo Casey Jones become friends with Mondo Gecko, a radical skateboarding reptilian teenager, which was voiced by the OG Michelangelo.
Yes, it was, and he was fucking awesome.
Yeah, yeah, he was awesome, and he was. I think his design was supposed to be look like Tony Hawk's pro skater character.
while
That was his
looking like
design.
the Gecko Geico,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just not as green.
I
But
did
yeah,
like it.
it was just refreshing to hear the original Michelangelo
Yes.
voice. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And how them two actually interacted with each other inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, episode 18, The Deadly Venom. Baxter Stockman inserts a mind control worm into Karai, whose brain is now conditioned to obey Shredder's orders with no
Arguing.
no arguing. Shredder sends Karai to destroy Splinter and the Turtles and their human allies. Yo, once that worm went inside Karai's brain, she became like super badass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she doesn't get utilized enough. I hope that in the seasons further along, like like her main story is always just battling with Leonardo in
Yeah.
every rendition of her. It's
Yeah.
literally they're always going at it. But like with this, like she got mutated into the snake the last season. They're chasing after her most of the time. She's kind of has no control over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then for some reason when Shredder puts this fucking worm in her brain, like she stays in her form but is able to mutate the rest of her body, and like
Yeah.
she just becomes badass. Like she became like a real dope villain
Yeah.
during this time.
Turtles in
I like this
time.
next episode. I like this
When the
episode.
turtles are whisked through time by appearance by Time Master Venet, they all must work together to defeat the evil Time Master Xavier Romero. He had a
I've seen
Spanish
these
name.
toys in the store and never knew what the fuck it was.
So she first appeared in the comic book. She was inspired by Jack Kirby, and you remember there's a Donatello comic that was pretty much that he meets Kirby. They had an
Yeah, I know
episode, and
exactly
yeah,
what you're talking about.
they introduced
It's his
her.
own standalone comic. It says Donatello.
Yeah, so they introduced her in that comic, and that's her first
Okay.
appearance.
All right. Well,
Um,
I've seen her toy out there
yeah,
before, and I
yeah.
just never knew who the hell it was.
She was mainly in the comic books for a long time. I think this was her second appearance because she was in the 2003 series.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, and
Her character.
she is voiced by April, the same lady that talks April in this series,
Good.
which is the
Well,
girl from Scott Pilgrim versus the World. She's the girl that he punches in the crotch.
I haven't seen a movie in
She had a
years, but
lady
I know.
friend, her lady friend. That was one of the
Yeah,
boyfriend
yeah,
ex boyfriends.
yeah. I remember. I remember a little bit.
Yeah.
Not too much, but a little bit. But this started off leading us up into some the next episode, which I think is probably the craziest episode of the season.
I
If you
really
ask
enjoyed
me,
this episode.
kind of emotional, and it doesn't paint Shredder to be that bad of a person. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
the tale of the yokai. When the turtles are accidentally transported to the past, they happen to cross paths with a familiar ninja clan. Which also shows this is also I like the fact that like when we had the Ninja Turtles in '88 series,
Yeah.
like when they always did a flashback to like the clan, they always flashed. It was like dated
Yeah.
for the time, so it was like the '70s or like the early '80s or something like that, and
Yeah.
it felt like it. You know what I mean? I like the fact that they were a struggling karate school, karate clan in a modern day
Yeah.
Japan, which I thought was like an important little note to add to the dynamic of them because they were fading out while technology and everything else was coming in. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like Karai's mother was even like, "Yo, this shit is stupid. You guys need to stop." You know what I mean? It's like this is gonna get us nowhere. We're not gonna live off of this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which was it was a crazy episode. It also it makes the turtles into a paradox
Yeah.
because they are the sole reason why they are who they are. So it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that is what a paradox is.
Yeah.
It's a snake eating its own tail. If the turtles never went back in time and interfered during this time, they would have never been created.
Yeah.
They would have never came to. So it's like they had to do it in order to do it. It's mind-boggling when you actually think about it.
And then you actually see the death of Karai's mother and how it's
Yeah.
done. You also see Human. Splinter, and also
Who was actually kind of a dick.
yeah, he was kind of a asshole. He was kind of a
Yeah,
cocky. He very cocky.
yeah, and Urukusaki was with her first, and
Yes.
he took her from him.
Yeah.
So it's like me being the guy who I am, like, do I now like agree with Shredder after all these years because fucking Amato Yoshi is a fucking asshole
Well,
and steals his girl?
he kind of went to the extreme with it. Like I understand, like if
Oh
he
yeah, yeah, of course. Don't get me wrong. Yes,
putting worms in people's
his
heads and shit.
his
He
his
kind of
series of events afterwards are questionable. Of course, he didn't have to take it that route.
a little too much.
A little excessive,
Like
if you ask
there's
me.
other fish in the sea. Like this is a little obsessive.
It's it's a little bit, it's a little rough, bro. But I would have chose a different route. But
Yeah,
but I understand
I understand it,
how it started. I understand it, but
but you
you
need
could have gone.
some mental help as well. See a psychiatrist.
At least Shredder didn't end up in a fucking sewer.
Yeah,
Okay, so
true.
overall,
There you go.
he only got burnt up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which sucked. But and then they showed how he took Karai and everything like
yeah.
that. Because I really do think Shredder does love Karai.
Yeah, no, yeah, and I think that's something that really shows that he does have a lot of love for Karai. It just, and he wants forgiveness, and you kind of see this in towards the ending of the season as well. He's like, I want you to understand, like things like that as well.
Yeah.
Attack of the Mega Shredder. Leonardo decides to sneak into Shredder's lair alone and winds up facing the biggest mutant threat yet.
I think this episode was so stupid. This was one of the episodes that I told you that I was just like, God, like why? It was so dumb.
Mhm.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the Mummy Returns when the Rock character, the fucking Scorpion King, falls into the thing and it's like a million different of him and
Yeah.
it's like it just like it was so dumb. It really was dumb. It was a complete waste of time. I wish this episode never existed. I'm sorry. It was stupid.
All right.
The
Yeah. Next.
Creeping Doom. Mikey causes a mishap with his clumsiness that causes a great damage. Donatello's intelligence is badly damaged. and an old, unwanted acquaintance comes back to life. The turtles must now clean up the chaos again. Like I feel like these are just like real filler episodes that really didn't do anything for me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like these are the episodes that I'm talking about that
Okay.
like I could have lived without during the season.
The fourfold trap. With the help of Baxter Stockman's mascot, Karai manages to attack the turtles one by one. She wants to push Splinter to face him in a duel with Masha villain. Plan does not end here. There,
His macho, I don't know whoever wrote that fucking. I don't think
Machiavellian plan does not end there. There you
that's how you do it. Enunciate each letter.
go.
This is when kind of shit gets kind of crazy. They bring back character from the '88 series.
Yeah, and
Um,
the cover
but
of Turtles 3, the game, that never shows up.
yeah, dinosaur scene in. I can't read it because it's cut off.
The sewers.
Hold on. Yeah, okay. If you turn to my phone, it'll say it. Dinosaur scene in sewers. Raphael makes a new friend Zog, an alien Triceraton. He may have bitten off more than he can chew.
Shout outs to Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, was the voice of that Zog.
Who is a voice animated legend. He's done a million fucking voices.
But he will always be known as Optimus Prime.
Of course, and
Yes.
he's still Optimus Prime in every fucking
For
in everything.
about 80% of the new things, he's still the voice of
Listen,
Optimus Prime.
when that man dies, he's going to do what James Earl Jones did.
Yeah.
You can use my voice, okay? Optimus Prime ain't going anywhere. Transformers, they'll have another fucking series of movies eventually.
Yeah.
Never cartoon, another this, another that. his voice is iconic, and it should be like James Earl Jones and just carry on forever. But this is one episode that was technically two, but yeah,
Then we go to 25, the Annihilation Part 1. When the Turtles get word that the Krang returned, they realize that there is even a bigger threat coming to them, which is the Triceratons.
yeah. And then the next part about it, the Annihilation Earth Part Two. When the turtles get word of Kerrang's return, they realize there's an even bigger threat coming to Earth. Shit hits the fan, and all hell breaks loose, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Um.
Literally, everything gets destroyed. Spinner gets killed.
Yes.
The Earth blows up, and now they're just traveling through space with that fucking robot from the 2003 series.
Yep. The Fugitoid, which is talked by David Tennant.
I don't know what
If
that is.
you know Doctor Who, he's like one of the more popular versions of Doctor Who. He
Who?
was also on a lot
Who?
of different shows. Doctor Who.
Who? Who?
Yes, Doctor Who.
No, Doctor
Um,
Who I know is that guy that was in Jeremy's favorite movie, um, Morbius, the creature in Morbius.
okay.
That guy's
He's
in
yeah.
Doctor
He's
Who.
the doc. He was later Doctor. He was actually no. He was actually the Doctor after David Tennant.
Oh, so he was Doctor Whom.
Yeah. So Doctor Who, how they have a new Doctor every 2 seasons, and it's the
Okay.
same entity, but it changes the face.
I've never seen a single episode.
They're pretty good.
Never once.
They're
Never
pretty good.
once.
They're pretty good. I got into the series for a while of the newer one. It goes all the way to like the 1970s. Like it's a lot of things. It's a BBC show. But David Tennant is probably one of the more popular ones that came to do. He was also recently the voice of Doctor Scrooge and not Uncle Scrooge in the new DuckTales series.
Oh, there's a new one. I didn't even know there
Yeah,
was. Is there
it's actually pretty
Huey,
good.
Dewey, and Louie?
Animated cartoon. It goes more into the comic book lore of DuckTales than the original cartoon. So that Donald Duck is high part of it as well,
Okay.
and it kind of goes into how like his mother, their mother, the Huey, Dewey, and Louie's mother, and their adventures and stuff like that, and how Uncle Scrooge lined up with the kids and all that stuff. But David Tennant was the voice of Uncle Scrooge in that series.
I can't even tell you the last time that I even thought about DuckTales
Yeah.
or anything like that. So
So yes, that's the whole series and seasons. Yeah, I will say I agree. There's some really like silly filler episodes that I feel like didn't really need to be. But again, I understand it's a 20-something series and you want some breathers in between big stories.
yeah, no,
Um,
I get that. But my major thing, and because I was saving this, it's the Krangs change all of New York, mutate all the fucking shit out of everybody, right?
yeah,
And they're just like those ugly little beings, and it's
yeah,
like they go to Dimension X and then they fix everybody, and it's like it was never mentioned again.
yeah. It just happened.
It's
It's
like
like the it's like the snap.
you know what I mean? It was just like everybody went back to normal, like nothing happened, like the city wasn't destroyed or anything.
Yeah,
Like the city's been fucked up. You know what I mean? Like at the end of season two, the city was getting destroyed, bro.
yeah,
You know what I mean? There was some real shit going on, and then we come to yeah, they went upstate, and then they came back. And don't get me wrong, the upstate episodes were cool. It was fun.
yeah,
I love the little tie-ins with the horror. I like the little nods to the movies and the shows. You know what I mean? Like, I felt April always gets the fucking ass end of everything.
yeah,
That whole episode with her mother would have probably just been a mind fuck. You know
yeah,
what I mean? And but yeah, when they go to New York, everybody in New York is a mutant. Like nobody's not a mutant except for like the ones that are living under the city in the tunnels, kind of like fucking Demolition Man. You know
yeah,
what I mean? And it's like the next episode they unmutated everybody, and the next episode like life just went back to normal.
yeah. They're like,
Nothing happened.
I got work tomorrow. Fuck.
Yeah, it's like that was I I understand. Like I just didn't care for that. You
Nah,
know
I
what I mean?
agree.
It's like a little couple episodes. I love how the season ended.
Yeah,
I love how the season. I thought the season ended perfectly. Like
yeah,
yeah, the Earth blew up. Everybody's dead.
I
And
liked.
I don't even think Casey Jones even realizes it because he's in space. Like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Like, bro, everybody you know just died, bro.
Yeah. Um, I'll say there's hit and misses in the season. I like the beginning season of the season because I think it had like a nice aura around it with the horror references and stuff like that,
Yeah, they were fun. That was a fun.
and
That was
also the
a fun.
TMNT one thing and how they kind of just connected that into that lore of that house and everything like that. I did like the creation of Bebop and Rocksteady. I did like the Battle for New York. I thought that that was a solid few episodes, but there was a lot of fillers that honestly there were some hits and there were some misses. There was I will say that I will say there was more hits than misses, but there were the misses were kind of like I just want to get done with this episode.
Yeah, it was kind of like just fillers and like I don't know, a couple of them. It wasn't a lot. You
Yeah,
know, a majority of the season was good.
yeah,
It's just like it's not like what we had the first two seasons. The
yeah,
first two seasons kind of right now take the reins of
yeah,
the standard of where it should be.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I feel like they tried a little. They didn't try as hard this season because
yeah,
they already knew they had something and they already sold and probably
yeah,
renewed for multiple seasons. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
they're like, hey, let's add all these all these extra episodes that tie into like because kids. I feel like in 2012, I'm pretty sure kids don't really know who like Jason Voorhees is. It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
parents that know,
Yeah,
you know what I mean, that
yeah,
are watching it with the kids
yeah.
and then explaining it to them. You know what I mean?
I think that's the thing about this series is the fact that I think they aim for the turtle fan, and the turtle fans
Yeah.
are usually like it's in the middle of the ages. Like you're watching it with the kid, you're watching like that. Um, so with this season, what you give it? 105.
I don't know.
Your last two, you gave season two 4.8, and you gave season one a 5.
Yeah, I don't think it's even hitting a four. To be honest with you, I think it's like a three. I'll give it a 3.9.
That's an average score. That's a
It
solid
was
score.
it's watchable. It's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like the ending. I think the ending was good because it left in a crazy cliffhanger, which makes you want to know what's happening because they're gonna have to. I already know it. They're gonna have to use the staff, go back in time, and do something.
Yeah, I'm at a 4 with this just because I do like the horror reference episodes so much. I do like the story that they gave for Splinter and Shredder. I really like that episode. I thought they did a
Yeah,
good job with that episode.
that's probably
Um,
one of the best episodes of the series.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Of the
there's
three
some really
seasons.
strong ones. But I don't want to spoil anything either. But
Yeah, no, we're in it. We're gonna be watching it. So
so yeah, I'm at a 4 just because I think I liked it slightly more just because I liked the horror references in the beginning. I really liked the first half of the season a lot. I did
did,
like the Bebop and Rocksteady versions. I prefer the Doofus ones, but I do really like this style of Bebop and Rocksteady because I like JB Smoove. He makes me fucking laugh. And
yeah.
it's just his little like just comments just make me laugh. He just a random thing, and then also like Pigeon Pete just randomly
Well,
fucking
Pigeon Pete
wanting
is fucking
bread
awesome.
and things like
Pigeon
that.
Pete's
The
awesome.
weird characters they had in here, like the Nightmare Beavers, the freaking the bird with the brain. I think Christina liked. Um,
Yeah,
Ice Cream Kitty, he is always a great
Ice Cream
character.
Kitty's the goat.
But
Ice
we
Cream
also
Kitty's
got
the
like a
goat.
lot of weird characters, like the time masters and things like that. I actually appreciated. I think the brothers' bonds weren't really as strong. They were strong in the beginning of the series, and then they just kind of just went. But they were like,
It's the
yeah,
writing of it though,
yeah,
man. It's the writing of it. Look, in the beginning of the season, I'm sorry cutting you off, but
yeah,
in the beginning of the season, it's Leo's leg that's hurting.
yeah, yeah,
In the end of the season, it's Raphael's leg that's hurting.
yeah. It's one of the
Uh,
licks.
Splinter's highlights were when he was like a rat,
Yeah,
and then once he got like cured, he kind of like whoever was writing his dialogue, like I feel like didn't even care. Like he wasn't really in it like that. He would say a couple words and disappear.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like they didn't really like utilize him until that episode where
yeah.
when he goes back in time
And
and
then
shit like that.
also, he was training April, and I actually like the fact that April's learning how to fight and she's getting better at it.
Well, because her powers are
Yeah,
harnessing now. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like she actually saved the day multiple times. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
But I do
she ain't
like
no
that she's
slouch.
learning to fight. Like I like that Splinter also treats her like a child, like one of his children too. Because you remember
Yeah.
when she thought she was out of not getting in trouble, and you see him just like pop up right behind her and shit. It's
Wait,
like, oh
what?
fuck.
Yeah, you in trouble too, girl. I'll whoop your ass.
It reminds me of like my mom like telling my friend that we both got in trouble, but she's like, "Oh, you're on beat your ass too. Don't worry about
I'm calling your
it."
mother. You think you got off?
Yeah.
You ain't getting off lightly. Nah,
So
like it. I mean, you can't go wrong. Also, it's a kid show. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I can't sit here and be over analytical being a almost 40-year-old male watching fucking a show from 2012.
yeah,
I get it. We were spoiled with the first two seasons though.
yeah,
They need to bring that formula back.
yeah,
For because like I think this is the best Ninja Turtles, like turtle
yeah.
wise. You know what I mean?
It's a good
So
series.
like
Yeah,
I would like it to continue keeping that ranking. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Um. So a little preview of next season. Some of the voice actors that we are actually going to see. We are going to see Robert Williams' daughter. She actually talks a character for 2 episodes. We also got Mark Hamill.
Okay. Which
He's
Mark
actually
Hamill
yes.
has done a million voices. So
He talks one of the villains as well. We also got we got a lot of like interesting characters coming into into the series, so it's gonna be interesting, and that will be for the next cast. So we'll be going into 2012 series season 4 next cast, and
hmm
after that we have season 5, and that will be the final season, and then we'll be done with 2012, and we'll be going to Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles next.
yes. Which we got plenty of stuff to watch, so this cast
Yeah.
is not done yet. So
Yep. Yep.
everybody tune in. Also go and check out our old cast
Yes.
of the '88 series, the 2003 series. We also casted on all the movies,
Yeah.
which I'm pretty sure we'll do a revisit eventually of the newer ones.
Yes.
Also, check out our cast of our. We did a cast recently of our experience of watching the Ninja Turtles movie when it
Yes.
returned to the theaters. So
Yes.
check out those ones. So
Yep. Yep.
because that was an epic time. So
All right. So we are going to wrap it up. This is our Shell Shop Podcast. Thank you for listening. I am Merc the Mike. Follow me on Instagram, tell me Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok on Merc the Mike. I'll be on Twitch later on today. For Yakuza Zero, director's cut or Marvel Cosmic Invasion, one of the two. So definitely check that out. Follow Red Cyclone Link on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and WordPress. He also has some YouTube videos up of Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Go give it a like. Go check out the gameplay. It's pretty dope. And follow Tenacious T.
yeah, you can follow me today, the real Tots Guwop on Instagram and Twitter. I'm starting to get a little bit more active on there. But as always, give always the shouts out to Game On Retro Video Game Store based out on Long Island, two separate locations, one in Miller Place, one in Smithtown, satisfying all your retro video game needs. Also, go and check out the Game On Retro Video Game Arcade in two separate locations, one in Smith Haven Mall in Lake Grove and one in Tinker Outlet in Riverhead. Great times, great friends, great places to be, fun for all ages. Go and check it out. And also, if you go to the Smith Haven Mall Game On, go down the block and go check out Retro Relics because that place
There
is
you
amazing.
go. Do you know who's the voice actress of Karai?
Karai? No, I never actually looked.
It is Kelly Hu. She was
Damn it.
Lady Deathstrike
Oh,
and
okay.
X Men 2.
That's what's up. I didn't know that.
There you go.
Well, yeah, good times. You know what I mean?
Yes. All right.
But go and check out our other casts.
Yes.
Be
We
leaving right
have
now.
the Not a Trekkie. We got the Morphin Cast. We got also the Odd Shell Shock podcast. We also got Gamer Rage, our past episodes, and we'll be planning a Mass Effect episode very soon. So stay tuned for that. And we also got the weekly It Gets Better, I Swear, and the Wrestling Babble. So check that out. And all for all, fuck Zordon.
Yeah, always fuck Zordon.
There you go.
I would say fuck. I would say don't give Splinter sashimi, but
Yes.
this Splinter deserves.
Yes.
I'll give him sashimi. It the Splinter from the '88 series with the mental illness doesn't deserve sashimi.
There you go. Peace. peace
because they
out,
rob motherfuckers.
laters, and
Yeah.
yeah.